Well, shaking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with some more Strung Out. And once again, wanted to start by giving a shout out to Paul. I'm just going to keep saying it. I am massively appreciative. Sent me the sort of Volume 1 collection of Strung Out. It has their first three studio albums plus DVD, which has some like live performances from more recent times. So yeah, just massively appreciative. We're going to listen to the fourth tune on their debut proper album, which is Another Day in Paradise. They did have stuff that predates that, and in this Volume 1 collection, the earlier stuff, which is stylized as Skinny Years before we got fat, meaning before they were signed to Fat Records, that is included as the sort of second half of this combo disc. So we'll eventually get to hear the early Strung Out stuff as well. But yeah, we're up to the fourth tune on Another Day in Paradise, 1994. And that is In Harm's Way. It's a simple phrase, one that people use all the time, whether, directly, like in a physical sense, a sort of, directional sense, or whether we're talking more conceptually, idiomatically, maybe someone has financial vulnerability or whatever it is. But it essentially means that someone is vulnerable, someone is in a state that could become fragile or broken if a certain type of pressure or attack or violence, whether again literal or figurative, is enacted. So yeah, in harm's way means someone who theoretically is not being harmed yet, but the potential and possibility for that is quite ripe and apparent, at least to somebody, whether that's the person themselves or an independent observer or someone that they're working with. So there's a number of factors and angles on the phrase that remain sort of unclear, but that's my immediate thought, is that we're going to refer to someone or something, or maybe a relationship. It might not be a person itself, but that a connection between two people could become vulnerable or in harm's way because of one of theirs behavior. That was not going to be a correct sentence, but one of their behavior. In any case, grammar aside, I have enjoyed the album sonically because it has a very sort of fast and intense, but like musically precise sort of sound. Again, given what Paul said about the lyrics, I'm guessing there'll be fewer songs with like deep sort of political like intransigence and more just about commentary about people's lives and sort of interacting with people or growing up, or sort of like maybe some songs that are more cheeky. Again, I'm sort of in a very early phase. Now, to be fair, the album that I do know a little bit, Twisted by Design, a couple of the songs, there are some, like, again, Too Close to See, which I did already react to. When I get back to that album in this volume, I'm going to re-go through it, because by then I'll have a greater understanding of who Strung Out is, and I will appreciate that album more. So I want to revisit that tune, I think I did two, or maybe it was just one, but I will revisit that tune. But the point is, I'm guessing In Harm's Way is not necessarily going to be like a socio-political tract or treatise, but instead will just be about someone or something that is vulnerable for one reason or another. But let's find out. This is Strung Out from their album Another Day in Paradise in 1994, and the song is In Harm's Way. Sounds familiar.
Vision of truth, corporate sponsorship, raping and ruling the land. Do you think what you say will make it any better? It's been this way, George, we'll stay forever. Three posters and letters and nothing right in my head. Once it's so concerned that you left yourself for dead. You're not brother, you're next to the homeless in the street. When the ones who put step, but you got problems, it's a key.
The tempo changes. Starts. I like how his voice cracks there. thought it was going to go fast again.
This day we built is a sequel to the all that we become. We close our eyes with that. This life you know the country's done. But not the match is so much free to spend that don't well. We're losing
I might be wrong.
there needs to be a freedom memory. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with all of this. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You cannot stand by. What's the last day? Fuck up my life. There's something wrong with you. There's something
Like gonna stand by and watch you fuck up your life? I missed a crucial part of that.
There's something wrong with you. These lies, let me get you up, nothing else will.
What the hell? I can't even keep up with their tempo changes and musical precision. It's just becoming more and more clear with each song. I do think maybe I was wrong on some level. I do feel like there was maybe a bit of socio-political commentary there, a bit of like the forces out in the world, maybe in this country specifically, can be detrimental, like if you're not prepared to sort of deal with the way that they can oppress you or sort of make you think the wrong thing and so on. Maybe I'm wrong. I did not catch everything there because again, part of the issue about hearing a punk song for the first time, especially a faster, more energetic punk song, is that the lyrics are often sung very intensely, very rapidly, and I did not hear everything there. But the lines that I did catch, or at least I caught in part, did seem to suggest that maybe it wasn't so much about like a specific connection between a couple people and so on, but perhaps what it is to be a human who grows up, whether that means specifically in this time and place or whether it means in general, like around the world, that as a human, as you come of age, you're in harm's way, and many are in harm's way before they even come of age, when they're children, and this is not their own fault. This is just the product of oppressive forces and so on. So again, maybe some of my speculation in advance was actually moving away from what I expected. I just do remember Paul was saying that Bad Religion, even though he loves Bad Religion and Strung Out, he was saying lyrically they're not really heading in the same direction on a lot of songs, but that does feel like maybe there was a bit of social and political commentary there. So do let me know, if you do know the lyrics of this one, give me some insight. Let me know what you think of the sonics. Once again, I'm impressed by like the change of tempos, like how quick they do those like rapid like pauses and then right back in, slow down the tempo, break it down even more, then right back into the fast, then boom, roll it up to the stop of the track, and just sort of like let the smoke clear. I really do enjoy their musical aptitude, should I say. So once again, big ups to Paul. Do let me know what you think of that tune. We'll continue going through this album, then we'll go through the Skinny Years, and then I'll jump ahead to the second album, which I just dropped on the floor. But no, is that... I don't remember. I think Twisted by Design is the third album. See, I think the second album that we'll be going through will be Suburban Teenage Wasteland Blues. But ultimately, I'm looking forward to going through this whole compilation. Once again, shout out to Paul. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.